Let's go through it. So, first off, we've got this DBX. It's the 234 XL crossover. I got this in a storage unit actually, and it sold for, I put it up for auction, it sold for $112 plus $19.99 shipping.
Polo.
Next up is this 1965 board game, Pro Quarterback. It sold for $19 and $14.98 shipping. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. This sold for $27.98 plus $16 shipping. This is the one I took the offer on. It was listed at $29. I took an offer at $19 and $14.98 shipping.
And you feel me?
Next up is this Speed Circuit board game. The vintage board games really worked out well. I was happy with that purchase. I bought all of the board games for $30. Probably, I think there was 24 or 27 of the board games. I bought them all for $30. This one sold for $24.98 plus $9.98 shipping. I did go through these and make sure that they were complete. I took pictures of the actual board games so that people knew what was in it, and I think that's the best way to go.
Straight up.
Next is this spot welder. I showed a video of it before I listed it. I listed it on Monday. It is Wednesday, and it sold pretty much, I think, in 2 days is what it took. It is a Miller MSW41 spot welder. I bought it for $30. This was a score. It sold for $464.98 plus $29.98 shipping. That was a killer score right there. So glad that I got that in there. I'll pack that up and ship it out today. Next is this Blue Ox Patriot braking system. This thing, what it does is, if you've got an RV and you're hauling a car behind it, this little mechanism right here goes in between the seat and the foot pedal, and that attaches to the foot pedal, and when you apply brakes to your RV, it's linked to your RV so that it actually extends that rod and pushes the brake for the car that you're towing.
Well, I reckon that's the truth.
And it sold for $698 plus $45 shipping. That was another score. I did run this on auction, a 7-day auction, 3 times, and it got picked up on the 3rd auction. So it took 3 weeks to sell. Definitely another good buy, and I will be looking out for stuff like that again.
Polo.
Next up is this Le Creuset
Cornball, bro.
cast iron Dutch oven. It sold for $238.50 with $24.98 shipping. Up next, I had a guy, remember all of these vintage board games that I got, I had a guy kind of go crazy on me. He bought some at auction and some at buy it now. He bought all 5 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, all of them but D-Day was with one purchase. He paid $139.85 plus $34.98 shipping, and D-Day he paid $29.98 with free shipping. So for a total of, including with shipping, that's $175, about $205 for these board games here. I bought a whole lot of them for $30 at a garage sale, and I've done really well on those games.
Polo.
The next board game that we have going out
Another one.
is this Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective vintage board game. It sold for $57 and $14.98 shipping. Put that up for auction. That's what the highest bid went for. So again, these vintage board games were pretty killer. Next up, we have a Yamaha receiver. Found this in a storage unit. Tested it. It works great. It is the Yamaha RX-V1500. Really nice receiver. I had it up for $134 plus $44.98 shipping. It sold for $115 plus $44.98 shipping. I took a best offer on that.
Polo.
Couldn't hit the accept button quick enough on that one. These things, they are a pain in the butt to pack up, but if you set yourself up with the materials, definitely worth it to sell these Yamaha and vintage receivers in general. Next up, another PlayStation 3 game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. It sold for $21.98, free shipping. Next up was this Rawlings catcher's mitt. Pretty beat up. It did take a while to sell, probably 3 or 4 months. But usually if you're going to sell baseball gloves, a catcher's mitt, a first baseman's mitt, that kind of stuff, it sells the best for me. This one sold for not very much, $14.98 plus $9.99 shipping. Buyer was all in at $25 roughly. And then lastly is this PS3 game, God of War. It's in good condition. It sold for $18 free shipping. I'm going to go ahead and pack that stuff up and take it to the post office and see what I can't get listed around the shop. So 1, 2, 3.